The remarkable work and career of Jack Roth places him among the legendary figures of the Abstract Expressionist and color-filled movements of the post-World War II periods of American art. His career began in the late 1940s following his military service in World War II. Roth moved to San Francisco, where he worked and studied under Mark Rothko, Richard Diebenkorn, and Clyfford Still. He came to prominence in the early 1950s as one of the youngest artists at just 27 years of age, whose work was selected for the landmark exhibition Younger American Painters at the Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum. His work was included alongside such elder artists as Jackson Pollock, William de Kooning, and Robert Motherwell in the Guggenheim's National Touring Exhibition, which traveled to major museums across the United States in 1954 and effectively introduced abstract expressionism to the American people for the first time. In 1963, Roth was named New Talent Graphic Artist by Art in America upon the recommendation of legendary curators Dorothy Miller and William Lieberman from the Museum of Modern Art. He was awarded a coveted Guggenheim Fellowship in Painting in 1979, which established his importance in the art world of the time, and since then, his works have been added to the collections of museums across the United States, including the Museum of Modern Art in New York and the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C., among others. While he never concerned himself with the promotion and commercial side of his career, Roth did achieve a considerable level of critical and professional success prior to his career being cut short in the mid-1980s due to his declining health. At the peak of his commercial career, he was represented at the legendary Knoedler Gallery in New York, where more than 100 of his paintings were sold to leading collectors during the late 70s and 80s. Roth showed at Knoedler Gallery alongside works by such famed artists as Helen Frankenthaler, Robert Motherwell, Franz Kline, Frank Stella, Alexander Calder, and Adolph Gottlieb. Prior to Roth's death in 2004, some of his finest paintings and works on paper from the height of his career were archived and have been off the market until recently. The more than 40 works on canvas and paper currently on view in this LewAllen Gallery's exhibition are from this estate collection and represent Roth's finest periods. They include early abstract expressionist works through his later paintings, including Roth's works that emphasize high-intensity color arrangements and wide expanses of black pigment on unprimed canvases that can be compared favorably to those of his lifelong close friend, Clyfford Still. Other abstractions also include those that feature thin, contour lines that delineate his soft forms, sometimes evoking the flat, cut-out shapes of Matisse's late paintings. Color became a surrogate for meaning in his work, a realm of semiotics which, as with the mathematics he loved and taught, could be used in formulaic combinations to communicate meaning. Colors were a language by which he could express mood and wield emotion. Roth fused color and other elements of his mathematics of art into what for him became a living art and a way to communicate profound aesthetic meanings. Thank you for joining us on this brief video on Jack Roth. For more information about this exceptional figure in American modern art, click the link in the description below to view a digital catalog of all works in this exhibition.